Hey there, welcome back guys. In today's video we're going to be going over flying the DJI Avata over water and the experience that we have. Apparently there's no swimming when lifeguard is not on duty, and there was no lifeguard there. Maybe if I had the spotter at the other end we would have been able to salvage things a little bit better and easier, but that was not the case. So we'll also be experiencing the care refresh and putting that into effect. So this will be a two-part series, one of the process and two of the, let's see what happens if the FCC hack actually is able to continue and pick up on the new drone, even though the, it was implemented in the goggles for the other drone, which was the one that landed in the water. And you'll see how the Avata actually reacts to flying over water. There are times when it self-corrects, there are times when it's off, there are times when it can't find itself, and there are times when the sensors just go. The sensors, just will require calibration, which will probably be another video. I'll show you guys how to calibrate the sensors because I was so not expecting that. But I believe a bird flew into this. Okay, so without any further ado, let's get started. And one thing I've never noticed, I have to say, look to the right. It says vision system calibration error, which I've never seen before. And I noticed that the more you fly over water, the more this happens. It just throws the vision sensors off where they need to be recalibrated again. I'm actually thinking of doing a video on how to recalibrate it, but I've never experienced that because I've never been asked to fly over water. I've seen the videos where they show the drones flying over the water, but they never mention this issue that happens when you fly over the water, which is something to consider if you ever have a project that requires you to fly over water, or if you just want to fly over water for fun. It will throw your vision sensors off after some time, if you keep flying over water, and then this error will eventually appear, but that's okay. This is not going to impede your flight or cause you to crash, but it will cause you to lose depth and perception, because as you can see, there is no way that I was actually 5 feet off of the water. It was probably like 2 to 3 feet at most, because again, this is a low flying drone, so you have to take that into consideration, because you could be 1 to 2 foot and the vision sensors will tell you that look, I'm 7 feet. No, there's no way in hell, because look, I'm on my knees. See that? So if that makes any sense, you got to be really careful with the Avata when flying over water. Now I'm standing and I'm 6'2", so that's 2 feet right there. So taking that into consideration, once the sensors are thrown off, things can get a little screwy. But this is really nice. I got to fly this brook to see, what was blocking. There were some obstructions in the way to see if it was clear. This is public area if you're in the middle. As you can see, this private property on the right, private property on the left. But if you ever, if you're in a stream, you can either take a canoe down or something and have someone meet you halfway. Or have a raft down line so that the drone could actually land. But remember, if you ever go under a bridge, you lose your signal. You got to make sure you're really fast when going under the bridge, because if you lose the RC signal, it's going to return home and then go up. It can't go up. All right, so this is where the crash begins. As you can see, there's nothing on my right, nothing on my right, nothing on my left. It's pretty clear and open. There's nothing here. Oh, there was a little something there, but that's not where I'm going to be. And you see there's nothing on my right over here, nothing here. There's some stuff over there, but not really, because you can see I'm spinning around in 360 and there's nothing. But if you wait, and then all of a sudden, whack, see something whack the drone, and then all of a sudden it just spun out of control. And I was like, oh my God, my drone. And so here I am back home. I have to take everything off to put everything back to factory reset. So I got to take the accessories off, got to take the gimbal protector off. Of course, I have the screw. So always keep everything handy so that you have everything should you ever have to return the drone for your care refresh, or if you have to pay out of pocket to have it fixed. It's better to send it back as stock, right? Take out the memory card, because you're probably going to wind up being sent a new drone, especially in this case, because it actually smelt like burnt hair. The drone actually something burnt out. Like I had it inside my case, and while it was inside the case, I opened it up, and it still smelled like something burnt, like something just fried. If any of you guys ever experienced that, share, because I'd like to know what would have caused it to fry while it was in the air, because remember, it crashed into the water, and it just smelled like burnt smoke when I took it out, unless it shorted out in the water, right? So yeah, I'm just putting everything back together. It's a little bit of a sad moment, but I'm trying to rush because I want to send it to the UPS store so that it gets delivered to Texas tomorrow, because as you know, there's a storm coming, and it's going to be impacting the south, a little bit of the southeast, southwest somewhat, and so I just want to deliver it. I got my little bumper guard thingies there, which is really cool. Now it looks like everything's back to normal, and I guess it could be boxed now, so I'm just going to box it and go to the UPS store. But first I got to print the label that DJI sent me. I just can't express that, you know, again, that the Care Refresh really does come in handy, and just keep those spare parts handy, because you never know when you're going to need to restore the drone back to factory default. And there we go. Looks like it's good to go. Maybe I'll just dry it off a little bit, and that's it. Okay, so we put everything back to its original state. As you can see, we took everything off. We're going to leave that for when the new avata comes, or maybe just move it to the side and do another video, or play with something else. In the meantime, we'll just build something. But on that note, yeah, it's kind of a bummer that this happened. Hold on 1 second. But you know, that's why we have Care Refresh. And I actually think that something hit the drone, because if you notice, if you pause it or watch it really slow, frame by frame, you'll see that something hit the drone and went like that. I'm not sure if you'd be able to see that because Rocksteady is activated on the Osmos action, but something went bump. Things go bump in the night, and something went bump in the middle of the feed. And this is normal when flying over water. I mean, not normal when flying over water. When the drone self-corrects, you'll see areas that I am flying in where it's like 3 or 4 feet, but it registers as 7 feet. So the drone is sort of self-correcting, because 1 minute it sees its reflection, 1 minute it sees the ground, and then it's just getting confused, and then it actually throws the sensors off. So I'll actually, when the avata comes, I'll throw in and make a new video on how to calibrate your sensors. Hopefully we'll be able to, because with the newer operating system that I'm running, it's harder to run the DJI Care Assist for the consumer version, but I have another computer that's running an older version of Big Sur, so that should work. But on that note, yeah, something went like that, and then the drone just went out of control, which is a bummer. So I'm thinking of like maybe just like wearing my bicycle helmet, right, and just walking the brook, right? I mean, that makes sense, and it would work, and the image would be won't be shaky cam, because with Rocksteady on the Action 4, the only downside is you get 45 minutes of record time. Hopefully it doesn't overheat. Most Action does overheat, which is a bummer, whereas if you were flying, you know, you'd be able to get that cinematic footage, just, you know, zooming in and out and flying all around. So that, you know, that's not an option. That can be time consuming, doing it manually, but you don't risk the drone unless you fly an analog, right? Then you don't have to, or you can turn off the, I know if I was using the Mini 3 Pro, I'd be able to turn off the obstacle avoidance sensors. I'm not sure how that would work with the avata, especially when over water. It's tricky, you know, going over water, as you can see, there are no guarantees, and even the best pilots can lose control, because, as you saw, the drone just had a mind of its own. But anyway, enough of that. Let's go to UPS and return the avata and see, you know, what happens from there. We'll just wait for the return.
Not enough hours in a day, got no time to throw away, when all I wanna do is spend my days just getting to know you. pressure it always seems to grow, and every day is a little more. When all I hope is true, say you love me and I love you. I always find you on my mind, but you turn away like half the time. I didn't take you for the side, but if you want, I'll take you out tonight, and we will make this alright. Cause it's so simple when I'm with you. Cause I know you want me, baby, and I know I want you too. Cause it's so simple, like the honest truth. It's like the time left, baby. We can spend a day or two and fall in love. It hits me when the moon lights up your face. Baby, you can never be replaced. Cause now you lit a spark. You pulled my life right out of the door.
Alright, so we made it to the UPS store. I'm gonna do our return. Hopefully they take it back. I mean, it should ship. And then as soon as they get this new one, as soon as they get the old one back, they pretty much, it's automated. Everything at DJI is automated, so you should get a notification within the same day, if they get it tomorrow, that your new drone is on its way, and you'll get it, serial number, so you'll be able to register it with the DJI Care Refresh, because I believe you're allowed to, once you purchase DJI Care Refresh, as long as it's still valid, you can register the new drone. So I'm going to do that after I send this, and maybe the notification will come tomorrow. And that's pretty much it for that. So now I just get to go back home and maybe build something, or I was going to say do another video, but I can't because I don't have the DJI avata. Alright, so on that note, let's get back.
Cause everybody's basking in your glow, but I was never in this for the show. Is this really true? Do you love me? Cause I love you. I always find you on my mind, but you turn away like half the time. I didn't take you for the side, but if you want, I'll take you out tonight, and we will make this alright. Cause it's so simple when I'm with you. Cause I know you want me, baby, and I know I want you too. Cause it's so simple, like the honest truth. It's like the time left, baby. We can spend a day or two and fall in love, and fall in love. Yeah, I'll be everything, everything that you need me to. And fall in love, and fall in love. We can be anything, anything we put our hearts into. Cause you do something to me that makes it harder to breathe.
So that pretty much sums it up. So basically now it's just a waiting game. We're gonna wait and see what happens with DJI, how well the DJI Care Refresh works with the Avata. It worked once before, I believe, with the Mavic 3. It works well in general for your insurance, to give reassurance. And it's really nice because if you didn't have the insurance, I'd probably roll up in a ball and cry, because I'd be like, I just need my drone. Not just need it, that's expensive, right? But with Care Refresh, it's a automatic replacement. I wouldn't recommend crashing your drone, but it's for incidents that occur just like this. You saw the drone just lost control. I think a bird hit it, and it was like the end of days. So on that note, there'll be a second part to this video, so we can actually see how the DJI Care Refresh actually works, and we'll have to calibrate the new drone. We'll do a sensor calibration. We'll do see if the FCC hack still transfers over, even though it, on the other drone, got some amazing distances with it, except in the dense woods. In the dense woods, pretty good. If you saw the last video, you could see in some dense areas it works really well. But if you're in a canyon, it's not going to be that optimal, no matter how good the FCC hack is. But for long range distances and within some shrubbery, you're okay. Anyway, so I hope this video helped you and you're better able to understand why it's important to do the care refresh, and hopefully you have a better experience with your flying and never have to use it, but it's always good to have, as you can see. Anyway, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below, or ideas for other videos. And remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.
Cause I know you want me, baby, and I know I want you to. Cause it's so simple, like the honest truth. It's like the time that, baby, we can spend a day or two and fall in love, and fall in love. Yeah, I'll be everything, everything that you need me to. And fall in love, and fall in love. We can be anything, anything we put our hearts into. Cause you do something to me that makes it harder to breathe, and I just couldn't believe that you have fallen for me. And I just want you to know that I can't stand all this waiting for us to be together. Oh yeah, whoa. Cause it's so simple when I'm with you. Cause I know you want me, baby, and I know I want you to. Cause it's so simple, like the honest truth. It's like the time that, baby, we can spend a day or two and fall in love, and fall in love. Yeah, I'll be everything, everything that you need me to. And fall in love, and fall in love. We can be anything, anything we put our hearts into.